Hey, what's up? Finding your purpose, people, and design for a purpose, people. I hope everybody is good out there today. I hope everybody is prospering in the way they plan to. And with that being said, I want to remind everybody to please like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. I love the fact that my audience is growing. So thank you guys for that. Let's keep it growing. So, don't forget to tell your friends, your family members, everybody to, hey, tune in. And if there's anybody out there that would like to be a guest on either podcast, you can do so. Just let me know what you would like to talk about, or if it's a past topic and you would like to hit on it again, let me know and let me know when you're available and we can see when we can get that thing going. And also, another reason to keep growing the audience is because when I get up to 1,000 or more subscribers, that's when I'm gonna start my giveaways, such as merchandise, um, other little things. Hey, I even may have a money giveaway. I have all good things planned, but I need to get the follows up. So please continue to follow. Please invite your friends, family, or whoever so we can keep this train rolling. All right, you guys, let's get into today's topic. And today's topic is self growth. Self growth. Now, when most people think of this, you know, what I have noticed, a lot of people get confused because they're like, "What do you mean? I'm growing. I'm doing things, and or am I not doing enough?" But here's the thing, you guys. And to me, no, this is just my opinion. Feel free to, you know, comment and tell me what you think in the comments below if you would like. But this is just my opinion. If you have to question yourself and second guess what you're doing, you're not growing. You're going around in circles. That's what you're doing. And then you have people who they could feel themselves growing, but in a way, they stunt their own growth because they're hanging on to shit that they should have let go a long time ago, whether it be, uh, family members, friends, so called friends, whether it be a job, or hell, even moving out of a neighborhood that you're currently in. You know, you stunt your growth because you can feel that it's time for a change, but you don't make it. You're holding on for whatever reason, whether it may be good memories or just scared to step out and take the leap of faith for change. Because there's a lot of people who don't like change. They're scared of the unknown. And that's okay. But what you need to know is if you're scared of the unknown, how do you know that you could be blocking a blessing because you're scared to make a simple change. And you don't have to make a drastic change at once. It could be something small and then graduate up to bigger things the more comfortable you get. But growth is important, you know, and I wanted to talk about that because I'm seeing so many people who they're stuck at a standstill, and it's like, why? And then when they start to explain, you understand why they're stuck at that standstill, but it's like, you're stuck here because of this situation when you could be missing out on a blessing. Now, that's not saying that you're better than one person to the next. It's just we outgrow people like we outgrow clothes. Let me say that again because some people don't get it. Some people mistake growing for thinking you're better than the next, and that's not the case. We outgrow people like we outgrow clothes. Like, for instance, if you know somebody who has a bunch of potential and they have a lot of goals, but yet they can't accomplish their goals because they're lingering around this one person who is comfortable where they're at. Sorry about that. The but the person is comfortable where they're at, but they don't want you to make a move because without you right there, they won't be comfortable. And to me, that's not fair because if we can't grow together, then there's no need for us to even be on that level. If we can't grow together, then there's no need for us to be on that level with each other. Like, we can be cool as far as, I'll help you when you need help, or, oh, Jesus, my nose is itching. Um, I don't know. It might be good luck. They say that's good luck, but we'll see. Um, but it may be, mm, how do I want to put it? It's like, if we can't grow together, then us being on this level is just wasting time because we're just going around in circles and we're not getting anywhere. Now, there are some people when you tell them that, they're like, oh, you got this big opportunity or whatnot, and you think you better than everybody. Yeah, you looking down on everybody. Don't forget where you came from. Um, well, there's two sides to that coin because one is like, no, I could never forget where I came from. That's why I worked so hard to get out of the shit where I came from. But I'm not looking down on others that are still in those positions. And then there are people who are on the other side of the coin who came up out of something and then they kind of look down on you because they started growing and they kind of look down on you. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about the people who are growing to better understand you as a person and to better understand themselves and why they make the decisions they make, to make them an all around better person. That is what I'm talking about. And that right there, there's nothing wrong with self growth. We are all supposed to grow. We're not supposed to sit and be stagnant in life. How are you supposed to complete anything if you sit and be stagnant? How are you supposed to complete anything if you're just settling? Well, you know, I had this opportunity to do this, that, and the third, but I can't because of this. No, no, no. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish and be like, okay, I'm taking this time for myself. I'm taking this opportunity for myself. You just have to, and it doesn't mean that you care less about any other people, that you are surrounded by any other people in your circle, whatever. You just have to do better for you. Because if you can't do better for yourself, then how do you expect to do better for somebody else? You know, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And believe me, uncomfortableness brings growth. Uncomfortableness brings growth. It's like the water you need to grow. Like, you know how plants need water to grow? We need uncomfortableness to know that, okay, something has got to be done. I don't like this situation and I'm not going to go through this no more. I'm not settling for this anymore. So therefore, just get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and don't worry about people judging, cuz you know, and they talked about Jesus Christ. So people talking about you, that's evident, cuz you can do everything by the book and still get talked about. Do everything you're supposed to do. Oh, you know, he over there, he doing this and that, he ain't thinking about us, and he think he too good for us, or she over there doing this, she got this promotion, she, or you know, she not talking to him or her, you know, and she thinks she too good. No, don't pay attention to none of that. No, I know some of you may have, you know, good hearts, but it's always the good hearted people that go through the most shit because they take the most shit. That's just like that's just like being related to someone. A lot of people in your family do shit, some outlandish foul shit, because they know eventually you're gonna forgive them. Why? What's the word? Because we're what? Family. So they'll do outlandish foul shit because they know eventually, oh, he or she'll forgive me. We're family. But no, no, no. When you are experiencing a growth period, sometimes you outgrow them family members too. Sometimes it's time for them to kick rocks and move the fuck on. That's not saying that you love them any less. It's just them being around you, them being in your aura is it's not it. It's not it. Your so-called friends, once they start doing foul shit and it becomes more common, it's not it. It's time to move on, brother. It's time to move on, sis. It's not it. You've outgrown them. Again, I can love you from a distance, but we just don't click up. We don't click like we used to. We've outgrown each other. And, you know, I think a lot of people need to understand self growth is is really needed. And not only just self growth, you have to know your worth as a person. Know your worth. Know what type of shit you're willing to put up with, and know what type of shit that you're like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm no, I'm not gonna go through this. I'm not gonna allow this person to put me in this type of corner, this type of mood. Mm-mm. Because you shouldn't have to continuously tell someone grown how they should be living their life. You shouldn't have to continuously put up with someone who just ruins your mood. And they may not even realize what they're doing. But if you're always around them and you tell them, oh, I got this promotion, or oh, I was thinking about doing this and this, it's been on my mind for a while, and their responses don't match up to what you thought. If their responses are kind of like, yeah, or just flat out lame, maybe you've outgrown them. Because not everybody is going to be happy for your success, and not everybody is going to be happy when you tell them your good news. A lot of people want to hear the drama because they're going through shit in life, and so they're happy that somebody else is going through the shit too. It's not right, but it happens. So um I just think that when you the better way to put it, I just think that when you start to grow, you need to not necessarily let them down gently, but you could show them better than you could tell them that you outgrown them. By You don't have to go to every function they have. Action speaks louder than words. Like, you know if you've always been the one, trying to call and see how they're doing, and they're always like, I'll call you back, or they don't even call you back, or either they'll text you and be like, yeah, I'll call you this and that, and they don't. You stop being the one to call. Come on. This is your time for growth. You stop being the one to call. You stop being the one to set things up as far as like functions. Like, hey, let's go to the movies. Hey, let's go out to eat. Hey, let's do this and that. If it's not getting anywhere and you tried, let it go. Because that could be a sign that maybe you guys just outgrown people. And as I stated before, we outgrow people like we outgrow clothes. We outgrow jobs. We outgrow, living situations. Growth is a part of us. We outgrow relationships. It's don't be afraid to grow. Do not be afraid to grow. We got this. We can get through this. Just don't be afraid to grow. So, with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope you liked what I talked about. If you guys have any thoughts or, if you want to keep the discussion going, feel free to comment and leave the comments respectful, please, because I've had to delete comments from weird people. And see, I'm not the one to like go back and forth negatively, because it's like, I don't know you, you don't know me. I'm not, I don't do that social media popping off shit. So I love the comments, but please leave them respectful. And with that being said, let's remember, we are all designed for a purpose. So therefore, we all have a purpose. And if you have found your purpose, stand in it. Don't let anyone knock you off. And if you haven't found your purpose, don't worry. Just keep searching. It's there. And I will catch you next week. Love you all. Stay safe. And remember, get used to being uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable to make this thing work with growth. You can do this. Love you all. Catch you next week.